Hi everybody, Miss Nikki here. Welcome to Biology 133. I wanted to go over some of these tabs on the left-hand side over here. So we know we have the course homepage. We know we have announcements. There'll be a Monday announcement and a midweek announcement. What I really want to focus on are the biology lab, the lessons, and the assignments, because these get a little confusing. So first you're going to select lessons, and when you first pull up lessons, it's going to have this table of contents. So you're going to read all of the course overview and the get started and the week one. So we have a lot of upfront reading to do. You can either select each link or you can use the next button. Sometimes it's easier to use the next button because you're not going to miss anything. But course information walks you through the course objectives. If I hit next, it now goes through the course materials. It gives you a link here to the OpenStax, but I'll show you another location when you start week one. Talks about the lab kit. So you need to show me your lab kit during the first week. You're going to record a video and talk about lab safety. It also shows you some of the outside websites that we're going to use. If somebody has created a really good video, we're not going to redo the video. We're just going to say, hey, go watch this video. It's pretty good. The next course overview section under course guidance, it gives you more information about what's expected, what are the grading rubrics, and what chapters are covered on each exam. When you hit the next button, it'll take you back to course overview. So that means we've gone through all three of these subtopics, and then it brings you back to the course overview. You can hit next, and it's going to take us to get started, or you can just select the lessons. It'll pull up the table of contents again, and you'll hit get started. What I want to focus on is week one. So week one is going to tell you the chapters that we're going to focus on and the course learning objectives. If it was me, I would answer these questions as I'm reading the textbook. You're basically creating your own study guide for the exam if you do this. So I would answer each one of these as I'm reading. Take notes, basically. Here's where you can access the textbook. So this says Biology's Chapter 1 and 2. So I'm going to select the link, and it's going to take us to OpenStax. Under OpenStax, you can either view the table of contents and read anything online, or you can download a PDF. If you download the PDF, the page number will show up at the bottom, and that becomes important when you're creating lab questions, exam questions in one of your forums. So I think week 4 and 8, you're going to be creating questions for the exam, like study questions, right? You're going to quiz each other kind of, and it does ask for the page number for the answers. So that's how you'd get them. You'd download the PDF. The nice part is you can have it on your computer. You don't ever have to have the internet again, right? Well, you do for your coursework, but you don't need the internet to access the book is what I'm trying to say. So you can go to table of contents, and then you can read each section individually. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. But I just think it's a nice option to download the book. And this is taking forever. There you go. So then this is the textbook. So now I'm going to go back, read the course syllabus, read chapters 1 and 2, and then this lessons section is going to give you more information, some study tips, additional resources. This is nice because if there's a difficult concept on a certain page in a certain chapter, we're giving you an outside video link that does a good job of explaining. So we're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. If somebody's done a great job of explaining that topic, we're just going to assign that video. Deliverables tells you what's due. So you have to do the forum topic week 1. That's your introduction. Please read the instructions. And then for the assignment, you're going to do lab assignment 1, lab safety. And then you're going to do these study questions after you read the chapter and do those course objectives, right? Answer those course objectives, then come do the chapter 1 and 2. Answering those course objective questions that I said, create your own study guide, that's not mandatory, but it will help you do well on the study questions and on the exam. I'm just trying to help. So if you do them, don't do them. But if you're not doing well on the quizzes or the exam, you need to go back and make sure that you're doing those questions. So let me show you lab assignment 1. Where do I find this? You come over here to the assignment tab, click on assignments, and view details. I'm not sure what yours will look like exactly. obviously this is the instructor version, but I know that all of this information is there for you, right? So it says assignment instructions, and then it tells you exactly what we want you to do. Please make sure that you're reading these instructions before you even start. Read them over once, maybe read them again. Email me if you don't understand anything. Excuse me. I've often had students do more work than they needed to do because they didn't read these instructions carefully enough, and they just started performing experiments that they didn't have to do. So the first week for this first lab assignment, it's really just creating a short video. There's lots of stuff to read. So read Get Started, read Lab 2, but you're not going to perform any experiments. All you're going to do is introduce yourself, talk about lab attire, talk about safe work areas, and tell me that the inventory for your lab kit is complete. You can use the Kaltura software that's embedded in Sakai. Here are instructions on how to record a video. If you want to use a different recorded device, that's fine. Just attach the video. If you have any problems with the video attaching, you can also email it. Sometimes when you're trying to upload the video to the assignment, it may time out. You can also send it to the fe.nikki@mycampus.apus.edu, right? So you can send it through campus mail as well. It's best to use course messages here to communicate, but if you have to for something really large, it may not go through. You can send it to the My Campus APUS. Okay, so what am I talking about with Lab 2 General Safety and getting started? It says go to the Biology Lab button on the left. So come over here, go to Biology Lab, scroll down. Ooh, getting started. Ooh, Lab 2 General Lab Safety, right? I know it's all over the place, but if we can read, we can follow this, right? So you're going to look at Get Started. You're going to read through all of this material, right? And then you're going to go to Lab 2, General Safety. You're going to read through all this material. You're going to do the lab drills, right? And then you're done. You're going to create your video, and you're going to post your video, and you're finished. So let me show you another assignment, which will be 2 weeks from Sunday. You'll have lab assignment 2 due. So this one will be due on the 24th. So 2 weeks from Sunday. If I say view the details, it's going to say here are all of my instructions. So Lab 2, General Lab Safety. Now we want you to go do experiment 1. So the first week you're not doing any experiments, but the second lab set, you're going to perform experiment 1, neutralization of acids and bases. You're also going to do Lab 1, Introduction to Science, but you're not going to perform the experiment. If you scroll down, here are the supporting materials. So I'm going to pull up the supporting materials. This is the worksheet that you're going to fill out. So you're going to put your name, your section, the date, and you're going to fill out this worksheet as you complete the lab. So here, number 1, take a photograph of your experimental setup and 3 pH paper test strips at the end of step 9. So how do I know what the steps are? You have to go over here to Biology Lab. You have to go to, we're going to do General Lab Safety. And we said we're doing assignment, experiment 1, neutralization of acids and bases. So when you select this lab, it's going to tell you the inventory, it's going to tell you the experiment, neutralization of acids and bases, and it's going to walk you through the procedure. So right here, this is step 9. So after you do step 9, you have to take a picture. And in the picture, you're going to put a little piece of paper that has your name and the date. Stop people from cheating, right? So what I would do if it was me, I would first start with my lesson, right? Start with my lessons, know what my deliverables are. If I have an assignment due, I would go to assignments next. I would view the details, know exactly which labs I'm doing. So cut and paste this, put it somewhere where you can pull it up again. I would download this supporting lab worksheet. I would have that lab worksheet with me while I was in the biology lab section actually doing the experiment, right? Assignment. Come on. So I would have this document open and the worksheet that I'm going to submit. I would have both of those open and I would be going through the experiment, or print them both off, whatever you want to do. You just have to submit a digital copy for the worksheet. So this might have been really confusing. My goal was to try to help. It's pretty self-explanatory if you read carefully. If you're rushing and waiting till the last minute to get a lab done, it's going to cause problems. So I would, set up a schedule. There was a great forum post about how they're going to set up a schedule for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday lab. I'm sorry, I don't remember whose post it was. It's the first day. I'm sorry. So I think that would be a great idea. Okay, on Monday I'm going to read, and on Tuesday I'm going to do my lab quizzes or my weekly chapter quizzes. On Wednesday I'm going to read everything and know exactly what I have to do. You could even do a trial run without actually doing the experiment, right? Like set everything up and make sure that you have all the proper material, that you have the little piece of paper with your name and date already ready to go. If you wait until Sunday at 11:30 to start a lab, you're going to have problems, right? So no procrastination, lots of reading in this course. And I'm here to help any way that I can. Just reach out to me through messages and just let me know if you're stuck on something or you don't understand something. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.